Well, I guess we're live. Let's see who shows up. I do not do these live broadcasts for personal popularity at all. At all. At all. If anything, it hurts my personal popularity. I got a viewer. Why the hell do I have a viewer? Sigmund Floyd says, "What's your street name?" You think I'm going to give that over the internet? You know what happened to me 8 months ago? I trust you, I like you, and we're friends, but I'm not giving my address out over the internet. The last time I gave my address out on the internet, a troll. This actually happened. You guys, some of you have been with me for a while, and the viewership is going down, which is fine. But I deleted Hangouts as well. I don't trust Hangouts either. So I'm no longer on Hangouts. I've deleted it. I'm no longer on Hangouts. But yeah, I gave my here was the quote. I'm serious. This actually happened to me. For those of you who watch me on YouTube, this actually happened to me. Okay? Personal life. Saturday morning. I didn't want to do this story. This is not why I came on. Sigmund Floyd's... Okay, so I don't have to tell you the story. Okay. Yeah, I'm never giving my personal information out on the internet ever again. I had cops. I have to say it. I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. Because I was treated so ridiculously as a human being, where I made a statement on YouTube. Here's what I said. This is a quote back from 6 months ago. Not a quote I'm saying right now. But the quote that I said was, if Hillary Clinton gets elected in 2020, I'm going to fucking kill myself. And I said it in the middle of like a 2-hour rant. And some troll on the internet who had my personal information somehow. It's not funny. Somehow had my personal information, called the police, and I had an ambulance, a fire truck, and 2 police cruisers show up at my apartment, waking up my roommate, embarrassing me and embarrassing my roommate. I got 2 cops, a fireman, and an EMT in my kitchen. And they go, we had reports that someone is suicidal, and we have to take procedural actions. And I said to them, okay, I have a YouTube channel, and I do politics. I do aggressive politics. I do very, very aggressive politics. And what exactly are you referring to? And they said, well, someone called us because you said that you wanted to kill yourself. And I said, okay. Can you show me any proof of that? I do 2-hour shows. Can you show me any proof of that I said that I'm suicidal? And then actually my roommate, who will never be named, brought in the phone and said, this is what you said. And he played me the video, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember saying that. Yeah, I said if Hillary Clinton gets elected in 2020, I'll fucking kill myself. In the middle of a rant. I say a lot of things in my rants. But, and yeah, that was definitely, and this is like, 6-8 months ago. This is a lot of, but they said, we have to take you to the hospital for a mental evaluation. Because we think you might be suicidal because somebody on the internet reported that you might be suicidal. I said, no, 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 no. They're in my kitchen. They're hanging out in my kitchen. I have a couple cops, an EMT, a firefighter. The firefighter was female. She was pretty cute, actually, by the way. And they said, well, we have to take you for a mental evaluation, and if you don't come with us willingly, we're going to take you forcibly. And then I made a big mistake, which is the right thing to say, but I made a big mistake. I said to them, is that 10 in the morning on a Saturday, after everyone's worked late Fridays, and I've got all these, and, you know, I'm embarrassing. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous at this point, man. So I ended up saying to them, I go, okay, yes, everything I said on my YouTube stream is exactly what I said. And the video was brought out. And they showed them the video of my live stream. Of me going on a rant and saying, these things. But they go, because of state ordinances, we have to bring you in for a mental evaluation. And if you don't comply, you're going to be arrested. So I said, okay, I don't want that. Let's go. So I sat on a hospital bed from like 11 a.m. to like 5 p.m. Given no medication, given no counseling, given no drugs. I just had this woman come in who was, I'm 34, she was probably 25, come in and say, do you have any suicidal thoughts? I said, no. She goes, are you thinking of hurting yourself or others? I said, no. And she was filling out a checklist. She was like on paper, filling out a checklist. And then they go, do you feel that in the next 6 months, you may start taking drugs or abusing substances or hurting women? That was actually a sentence they asked me. In the exit interview, that was actually a sentence they asked me. And I said, no, I'm a nerd. I'm not a violent person. I said to them straight up exactly what happened. I said to the medical establishment, I said to them straight up exactly what happened. I said, I made a comment on YouTube the night before where I said, hypothetically, if Hillary Rotten Clinton won in 2020, I'm going to fucking kill myself. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. No secrets there. Nothing hidden. Nothing, I'm telling these paramedics and these people in my, kitchen, I go, dude, I say things that you wouldn't believe. Get out of my house. I want to go back to bed. Leave me alone. You're wasting taxpayer money. What the, I didn't go that far, but I was pretty close to that. But I've got these big, I'm 5'3". Okay, I'm 5'3", I'm about 138 pounds. Okay, I'm a small guy. And I have these giant cops in my kitchen and this giant fireman and an EMT. And they go, well, we have to bring you in for a mental evaluation because we feel, because somebody reported you. You know who reported me? I don't know. Does anybody know who reported me? Because if I ever find out, I'm not that sophisticated in the ways of the internet. Okay, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. But if I ever find out whoever reported me, I am going to have them in a courtroom. I am going to have them in a courtroom. And I am going to sue them for not only defamation, but many, many other things that my lawyers are going to recommend. And I hope I take their car, and I hope I take their house, and I hope I take their everything. Because you can't do that to people. Guess what, motherfuckers? YouTube is open for public opinion. Okay? Okay? And when you make false accusations, what that means when you do that in a public forum is that you are making an accusation in a public forum. Okay? What does a public forum mean? And you guys can tell I'm obsessed with this right now and I'm pissed about it. I'm getting all like re-pissed about it. It's in the past. Everyone's going to say, JB, just let it go. JB, just let it go. JB, just let it go. No, I'm going to sue the fuck out of this motherfucker. You know why? Because it will fall under exactly the same jurisdiction as if a neighbor says, I think that guy's beating his wife. And they've never had a fight. But a neighbor who doesn't like the other neighbor just says, I think that guy's beating his wife. And makes a false accusation. Guess what happens to that person? So I don't care if it takes 6 months. I don't care if it takes a week. I don't care if it takes 2 years, 5 years. Whoever did that to JB is going to be prosecuted under the guise of making false accusations based on false claims without basis. I've talked to my lawyer. I know exactly what's going on. And here's what's so cool about YouTube is everything that I have is public record. Okay? Everything I've ever said on YouTube, everybody who's watching this channel can go look up. Go look it up. I'll even give you my previous channel names. The only reason I stick with JB Jupiter is because it's now a brand name, basically. It's become very popular. I will shut up. I'll stop ranting, and I will go back, and I'm going to read your comments. I got to scan. You guys went really... let me just read. Sigmund Floyd says, damn it, get a troll here now. Yes, I say get 5. Let's do 15. My mods know what they have to do. Steve Nichols. No, I can explain, says Steve Nichols. I don't know what that means. I'm also in the April Lejeune room. JB brought me here. Very nice. And we are welcome to have Steve Nichols. And if you prove yourself, Steve Nichols, you're going to become a moderator right quick, because I run a moderator-only stream. I'm the one who invented that, by the way. I don't mind bragging on that. I don't mind bragging on that at all. All the other channels, they always had moderators and a mix and this and that, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it all. I only want to know who I'm talking to, when I'm talking to, what I'm talking to. So I invented the moderator-only stream. And other channels have adopted that, and I really appreciate that. Crystal Keith has joined us somewhere. Tipping my... What's that thing? The fuck? Oh, tipping my hat to JB and Sigmund Floyd. That was in January, dude. Yeah, but I'm never going to forget it for the rest of my life, because that was the most fucked up thing that's ever... It's the second most fucked up thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. I avoid them whenever possible. Steve Nichols, Sigmund Floyd. The only cops in my kitchen were relatives, LOL. Well, good for you. Crystal Keith, if you want to fuck up your life, pick up the phone and dial 911. Then you're on your way. All right, I don't know what that means. I'm never going to dial 911 for no reason. I've dialed 911 before, years ago, but it was never for no reason. Sigmund says Novus. I don't think it was Novus. I think it was probably a former disgruntled moderator from Jujubot or from Gramps or possibly from my channel. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what it was, but it was really, really bad. It was really bad. And by the way, for those people that did that, whoever they are, your internet signature is alive and fluid. And even if you change your name, my lawyers are going to find it out. And I don't care if it's 3 weeks from now. I don't care if it's a month from now. I don't care if it's a year from now. I'm going to see you in court, and I'm going to sue your fucking ass. I hope you own a house. I hope you own a house. Because I'm going to be rich. To whoever that person was, and to all those who are curious, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, I'm just trying to be realistic. And I don't want this show to be about my whatever, thing that happened 6 months ago. But for that person that did that to me on YouTube, I hope you have a car. I hope you have a house. I hope you have savings. I hope you have a lot of stuff. Because I'm going to get a portion of it in the lawsuit. And here's what's even more hilarious. Since whoever that was, since their accusation was in my jurisdiction, they're going to have to hop in a car or hop on a plane and fly to the court date and spend their own money, which will not be reimbursed, by the way. And my lawyers are going to fucking sue your balls or whatever off. Get ready. Not a threat. Just legal standing, period. You can't defame characters. You can't defame public speech. You can't defame people just because they say things you don't like. And you certainly can't go on to their own, and this is I don't want to say too much. My lawyers have advised me not to say too much, but I know what I can say. You invaded my private space and used falsified information against me in order to take aggressive action against me and abuse the legal system. You're probably going to do fucking jail time. And if you think I'm going to back down, anyway, that's all I can say about that. Crystal Keith says JB is close to his mom. Maybe I've said that, but no, we're not close. Material Girl has joined us. Hey, Sigmund. Steve Nichols. Sending cops to welfare check can end up in disaster. If I read that sentence out loud, sending cops to welfare check can end up in... Okay, it does make sense. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm just not going to touch that. That's not really what I do. I do 9/11, I do Sandy Hook, and I monitor a chat. So that's basically it. Oh, mod only. Wow, interesting. Well, Steve Nichols, if you're cool, you're this close to being a moderator. Yes, I run a moderator-only channel. Dean Machine says, hey, fucker. See, that's how you talk to JB. What's up, Dean? I love Dean Machine. I hope Dean is going on live later. I love watching his show. Dean Machine's show is very, very close to mine. We're both in the garage. We both drink booze. I'm a little more conspiracy. He's a lot more intellectual, smart, and fun. So I'm very thankful to have Dean in our circle. Dino is tipping. Sunil is tipping it. Crystal Keith, Material Girl. I'm reading backwards. Sigmund Floyd. All right, we're going through the second wave of everyone saying hello to each other, so let's just let that happen. Dean fucking knows this. Whenever you try to do a show and everyone is like saying hello to each other at the beginning, it's like the owner of the show wants to feel like, okay, yeah, it's my show, we're going on. But since we have such a tight-knit community, everyone, I'm not pinching a nipple. I'm trying to reference like tightening a nut or a bolt or a screw or something. So when everyone has a tight-knit community, like Dean Machine does, and like to a degree JB does, and certainly Gramps and Jujubot do, and we got Harley Girl, we got Blackie, we got everyone. We're winning. We're fucking winning. We get Archie Bunker, JB Yo, Crystal, Dean, Sigmund, Material Girl, Sunil, Steve. Good evening, folks. What's up, Archie? By the way, if you guys don't like me, blame Archie, because not Archie alone. There are other folks. But Archie's one of the people that gave me the confidence to go online. So if you don't like me, he gets a little bit of the blame, all right? Maybe I can get 99% of the whip hits on the back, and Archie can get like 1. I'm just telling you. Archie, hell, the doctor has no record of you anyway. How can you be evaluate on the spot suicidal fucking police state? Yes. I'm trying to get away from the subject, but I can't get away from it because I'm getting too many good comments, especially from Crystal Keith. I told them straight up. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say this. Over and over again. I said to the police, I go, you don't need to be at my house. I do a YouTube channel. And I exaggerated for them a little bit, but I go, 90% of what I say is basically just ranting. And 10% of it is true. It's actually more like, and I did not tell them this, it's actually more like 60% of what I say is true, and 40% is my, my performance. Just like Alex Jones. Say what you want about Alex Jones. I fucking love Alex Jones. I watch Alex every day. Sorry, I'm a fucking weirdo with food. I mean, I do have my mini wine here, but about 40 minutes ago, I ate a Fresno chili, which is a jalapeno that's been aged, so they turn from green to red, but the hotness stays the same. And I cut it open, and I put some goat cheese in it, and I just ate it. And it was delicious. I didn't even cut out the seeds. I just stuffed the rest of my goat cheese in that bitch and ate it. And now I have the hiccups. Horrible. Very, very bad for a live show. But anyway, I'm just going to end it with this. I'm not going to end my show. I'll stay on. I'll stay on for another 20. But I'm just going to end it with this. Whoever was involved in that will be found out, will be sued. And if they have a car, I'll probably get their car. And if they have any property, I'll probably get 50 grand out of them. Because you can't do what you did to me. I don't care if it's YouTube. I don't care if it's Google. I don't care if it's blogs. I don't do any blogs. I don't care if it's anything. I don't care if it's on the street. I don't care if it's on the sidewalk. I don't care if it's at work. I don't care if wherever it is. You can't falsely accuse someone and have them imprisoned for 7 hours under total false pretense. And I cannot wait. And I realize people are probably thinking like, oh, JB is saying, your mom watches your stream. You're saying this like, oh, you shouldn't be saying this out loud. Your lawyer might be watching it. I'm not saying anything that breaches attorney-client privilege. All I'm saying is that person that did that to me did something illegal. It's been noted, it's being investigated, and it will not go without judicial review. And you better bet your ass I'm going to see you in court. And I can't wait till that I won't be able to film it, but I can't wait till that happens. When I sue you for defamation of character, when I sue you for making false claims, when I sue you for the litany of other crimes that you created by doing that to me. Nice job, little buddy. Whoever troll that is, go ahead. Let's do it again right now. Let's do it again right now. Let's do it. You're probably watching me. You're not in the chat. Let's do it. Why don't you call the cops on me and say that I'm mentally unstable and I need to be taken for a mental evaluation? I want to see 4 cop cars showing up at my door right now. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Let's go. Hey, I'm ready. I don't have any sharps on me. Let's go. You fucking piece of shit, whoever you are, get ready for the letter in the mail. Get ready. Just get ready. That's all I'm saying. Get your lawyers ready. I will spend innumerable amounts of time and money to make sure that you receive justice for trying to dox someone like that. You piece of fucking filth. Fuck you. And I haven't read the chat right now, and I see a lot of @JBs and all kinds of stuff. Maybe some of them are saying, JB, shut up. Maybe some of them are saying, you know, we heard about it, it's enough. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. But I need this to be not only hanging out with you guys, but also a public message. You do that to someone, you're going to face consequences. And the consequences will be legal. They will follow the American judicial system. And I have labeled you down with at least 3 direct crimes. And I have all the documents, by the way. Oh, you know where I have the documents? Here's something fun. Here's something hilarious. I have all the documents right here. I have them right next to me. All of them. In a nice big folder. Just waiting for my lawyer to take you to court, you piece of shit. All right here. Boom. Let's go through the middle of the pack. Oh, shit. See, I have so many. I have so many documents, I actually dropped some. Okay. This is for me. This is for me. This is for you. Okay. This is for me. This is for you. All right. This is for me. Oh, here's the one I love. The pink slip. This is for you. You think I forgot what you did to me, motherfucker? You think I forgot? Do you? That's for me. That's for me. That's for me. This is for you. This is my lawyer that's going to be suing your ass. That's my lawyer that's going to be suing your fucking ass. I hope I take you home. This is for me. I don't like that one. That's from my DUI. That's not good. All right, so that's all I got. So I have plenty of documents. And if you think for 1 second that you're going to get away with crap like that, doing that to someone over the internet, no threat, no harm, no threat, no harm, no threat, no physical harm, nothing will ever come from me. Legal distinction will come from me. I have your IP address. I have your documents. I have it all. And you know what? I'm actually willing to let it all go. I'm actually willing to let it all go. If you come on my channel and in front of my entire audience, you apologize to me first, and then you apologize to my audience, I will not go through with this court case. If you do not apologize to me and my audience, I'm going to see you in court. And I can tell you it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. I have all the documents. I have the screenshots. I have everything. I know what you do. So, why don't you take a week and think about it and get back to me? Okay? So that's my message to my abuser on the internet. And now I'm going to finally get back to my friggin' chat. Jesus Christ. Where do I even start? Steve Nichols said, anyone else see a clip of the Pentagon steel chain link fence smoking? Steel normally doesn't do that. That's all I need to make Steve Nichols a moderator. That's all I need. That's all I need. Why won't this work? What the fuck? Damn it. Okay, so with apologies to Steve, and I'll get back to the rest of your questions and comments, I'm sorry. I can't make Steve Nichols a moderator because I just tried, and now that I have an Android, it doesn't let me just click on someone's name and make them a moderator like my iPhone did. So everybody treat Steve Nichols as a moderator until I can fucking figure out what the fuck is going on. Dean Machine is still here. 24 hours is enough. Material Girl says IP address. I do not know what any of those comments mean. Tanstang is here. Oh, what's up, Tanstang? And Sigmund Floyd. Reset everything, JB. Yeah, I've reset everything for the last 3 fucking days. And then I reset it, and I get 1, and I figure it out, and then I have to fucking reset again. I mean, with the amount of money that we pay for these devices, it should be like, here's my life, okay, you're tracking me, yay, it's got a camera, let's go, make it all work. But they don't do that. It's something bizarre. I don't know what it is. I can't do this forever. I have to take a nap. I'm fucking exhausted. I had a long day today. Dealing with this son of a bitch that I am going to have put in jail. Oh man, I hope that person is watching right now. I hope they're watching. Oh my god. I see Material, I see Sunil, I see Archie, I see Steve, I see everyone. I just can't calibrate, like, you know, it's my show. I should be able to calibrate anything I want, but it doesn't let me. because androids are apparently a piece of garbage. So what the hell are you going to do? It's horrible. I need to be spending my time for my audience. I need to be spending my time speaking articulately for you guys, perhaps wearing my MAGA hat. That helps a little bit. But anyway, all I can say is you guys have been so great. So has Gramps, so has Jujubot, so has Harmony, and Harley Girl and Ellie, and Blackie Fitzpatrick, and everyone who's been. Archie Bunker loves the MAGA. I will type, assuming it lets me. Why can't I type? Oh, okay. Why can I not type text on my own chat? I did it all this morning. It won't let me. This is fucking ridiculous. No, I don't want to share or mute the microphone. I want to fucking type on my own chat. Okay, so I can't type on my own chat, so you only get verbal. This new phone sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. It's horrible. What was that childhood book that some of us read? Alexander and his very terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Well, this is JB and his terrible, horrible, no good, very bad new Android. It's a disgrace. For what I paid for this fucking thing, I can't even do my show because I can't talk to you guys except for my face. And I don't want to cover stuff, news items anymore because I'm just angry. Because now I'm just pissed. Now I have to hop in a fucking cab and I have to go to the T-Mobile store and scream at them. And I have to go, what's wrong or not wrong or what's going on with this thing? Why can't I do simple things? Spent hours with it, getting to know it, massaging it. I think I even petted it at one point like a cat. Hello, new Android. Hello, hello. And it still won't let me do shit. Archie Bunker knows I'm doing humor right now and I'm not actually this crazy. So thank you for saying LOL, Archie. Yeah, Steve Nichols can't type in the box twice, click in or click out, then click the cursor back in. No, even that doesn't work. There is no box. That's the problem. There used to be a box. Where's the point that I type? Where's the place? Do I type on the screen? Click, click. Nope. Okay. Touch screen doesn't work. I'm not going to reverse the camera. That's my icon right there. I'm not going to text anyone. That's my icon right there. I don't know what the two interlocking circles are. Let's try that one. Okay. So that one wanted to change the pixelation of my facial complexion. Okay, so that's my third option on the bottom of this Android. My first option is turn the camera around. My second option is read the text that I can already read. My third option is change the complexion of my face. And my fourth option is to share or mute the microphone. I know I suck at technology. I know I'm dumb. But I've run businesses before. I'm not the dumbest person on the planet. Come on, man. What the fuck, dude? I should be able to chat. Maybe Android and you guys just love to see my face so much. Maybe that's what it is. Dean Machine, Jelly Duck Apple users are gayer and fucking Dean Machine. Apple users are gayer and paid too much for a phone. Well, I paid too little for a phone, apparently, because this thing is a piece of shit. Hey, you know what's good about this phone, Dean Machine, is if you go live tonight, which I hope you do, if you go live tonight, the only way that I'm going to be able to communicate with you is if you actually take me live. So you're going to have to see my fucking face with the red hat on. That's the only way, because I can't type anything because the phone's a fucking retard for all that money. That's the one thing that I would disagree with Steve on is I don't mind the small screen. I think the small screen is good. No, because the whole reason is because my friend was backing in. That was the noise. So the whole thing I like about the small screen is it limits the chat. It doesn't get too crazy, right? So, for example, I saw this yesterday. It was maybe on Crystal's stream or something. What's up, Justin? When they post, sophisticated materials, right? So, left and right, all the fancy speakers and the computers, and I got 2 computers and all this, you know. And then everyone goes back and forth, and I have the fancy camera, and I put up the less fancy camera, and I take the left, and I take the right, and all the screenshots and all the shit. It just really becomes kind of a thing where it's a little bit overkill, in a way. I think the iPhone is great, and that's what I used to use, but now I use Android, so the hell are you gonna say? By the way, I will just say this before more comments come in. I have a 30-day money-back guarantee on this thing. Do I think I'm going to use that? Maybe. Aw, you guys aren't old. I'm 34. Who in my chat is above 84? Press 1. All right. Y'all are not old. Let's be straight here, okay? Y'all are not old. I don't want to hear 50. I'm 34. I don't want to hear 50-year-olds. I don't want to hear 60-year-olds saying that they're old. You're not old. When you're 70-something, maybe you're getting a little old. When you're in the 80s and 90s, fine. I guess you're old. Steve Nichols says, let me get the measuring tape. Well, I hope he's not measuring my height. Material Girl 84, let me count. Nah, you guys aren't. No, come on. There's nobody over the age of 60 that watches my show. That I can tell you right now. And if there is someone, say hello, and I'll give you one of those emoji crowns or something. Whatever it is. Whatever it takes. Or I'll mail you maybe some Omaha steaks or something. With the 4 burger and the 4 frozen meatball package. Steve Nichols is over 2.5 feet. Well, I'm 5'3", so what am I? 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3 feet. Okay, so I am 2 meters and shallow of the ceiling of that. If we want to talk about shortness. Sunil, you're not 60. I've seen you on camera. Come on. You're not 60. If you are, I'm going to become an Indian and just eat only Indian food. And frankly, only fuck Indian women. And just like shove saffron in my ears and nose and eyes every day so I can look as young as you do when you're 60. I don't believe that. I think you look 35. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's what I think. Steve Nichols is 48. Got 14 years on me. I can believe that. I can believe that. Ah, shit. Steve Nick... I forgot to say what Steve said. Screen size. Yeah. That does change things visually a little bit. You ain't change your DNA, bro. And people, they say to me, they're like, JB, you're 34. Shouldn't you be out banging women and, not worrying about all this conspiracy stuff and this and that? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, well, why do you do it? I'm like, I don't know. This sounds a little weird to say on the internet, but I think I'm compelled by the Almighty Creator. I think I'm compelled by God to do what I'm doing. Is that an excuse for not getting laid? No. Is that an excuse for not subscribing to the general narrative of what the mainstream media wants us to believe? Yes. And I say that emphatically. No problem. Not at all. I just feel so proud that I've... how the fuck can I be 34 years old, okay? And I can get a Dean Machine who is 22 on me. Most of you guys have at least 20 plus over on me. And we got some women too, but they're just not here right now. Why the fuck do you guys watch my show? Damn, son. I'm not even looking for validation. Maybe it's because I came out 10 years ago and I started screaming about Building 7 falling without being hit by any planes at free fall speed into total dustification without any, shape charges apparently being placed in the building. Maybe it's because I've said to you guys on my channel before, guys and girls, maybe it's because I've said to you on my channel before that I have openly spoken out about for years, I've spoken out about the fact that Sandy Hook didn't happen and no kids died at Sandy Hook and it was a movie and they invented Adam Lanza or used him as a patsy, but no kids were there and no one died and the school was closed before the shooting happened. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the fact that since 2004, which is not accurate in terms of my life timeline, it was really 2006, when I said, Saddam Hussein did not do anything to the World Trade Center, so why the fuck are we in Iraq? By the way, I used to be a Republican, and George Bush is the one that made me not a Republican anymore. I was raised by Democrats. I was raised in a Democrat town. I was raised in a Democrat school. And I can't get a single Democrat to answer me how Building 7 fell without something from the sky hitting it. 47-story steel-framed building housed in a concrete structure fell to the ground in under 7 seconds at free fall speed, total dustification, and no vehicle hit it. And then folks want to ask me, they go, JB, you're paranoid. JB, you're paranoid. You think of all these conspiracy theories. And I go, okay. Here's what I have. I used to have an iPhone, but now I would say, here's an Android. Why don't we pull up a video? And I'll show you a video of Building 7 falling without anything hitting it and no explosives in the building, allegedly. I don't want to watch that. You're a conspiracy theorist. You're one of those conspiracy people. You're one of those conspiracy people. That's what we're up against, folks. That's what we're up against. And it's not just strangers. I don't go out really that much anymore, but I used to go to a lot of bars and restaurants and stuff like that. But the real battle happens around the dinner table with your families and friends and stuff like that. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, weddings, bachelor parties, whatever it is. When anybody sits down to a nice dinner and says, and you know what I always let them do? You know what I always let them do? It's what I call unintentional baiting. Because I don't need to bait them at all. And when I say bait, I mean bait like fishing bait. I don't mean bait like debate. Okay, so let's be clear with the words that I'm saying. I'm talking about it's like fishing bait. You sit around a dinner party these days, anywhere, in white America, could be, hopefully, it's Mexican America, Black America, Native American America, whatever America, Indian America. Hopefully someone at that Thanksgiving table says, it was really weird that the third building fell in 9/11 and no planes hit it. And you know what the families are going to say to those young folks that are saying these things? They're going to go, you shut up, that's not appropriate. We're having a family dinner here. They love their own slavery. They love it. It's like their favorite thing. I'm being sarcastic, but it's like their favorite thing. That's happened to me. I'm 34. That's happened to me over a dozen times. You walk into a place, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Shaking hands, kissing cheeks. Maybe someone has a little bit of, maybe someone has a little bit of weed in the background. I see, some older lady over there pouring the wine. I'm like, all right, sweet, I'm in the right place. And there's tons of food here. Awesome. Cool. I always get someone that comes up to me and they go, you're the 9/11 guy. And I go, yes. And they go, do you actually believe that? Have you guys ever gone on Google Images when you're bored? Which no one should be bored these days, but you see the memes that are called face palms. Facepalm. When someone says to me, you're one of those, I've heard you're one of those 9/11 people, aren't you? Or since I'm in the Northeast, it's usually more like either punks or hardcore leftists, and they go, so you believe that 9/11 was an inside job? Like, where's your proof? And I'm just like, I just go like this. I'm just like, okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. And then I have to bring up all the facts in my head, all the statistics in my head. I have to bring up everything in line item fashion so that these fucking imbeciles can understand what has happened to their own world. And it's one of the most difficult things to do. It's very liberating for me to do. I don't mind doing it. It's annoying, but it's not like a life killer for me. I can say that. But yeah, I am vastly approaching. I said this in a video 2 months ago that I'm not going to put up with 9/11 believers anymore. I said that, you can look it up. Just type in JB 9/11 believers. Look it up on YouTube. You can watch my video on that. But now, after all the information that's come out, SpaceX technology, all the satellite imagery, all the people who came out that said that yes, Israeli intelligence planted bombs in the buildings 2 weeks before to 2 months before to a week before to 13 hours before. No one could give me a straight answer, but all I hear, I don't care about timelines. What I care about is official sources saying Israelis, bombs, World Trade Center. That's all I care about. I don't care about timelines. Why would I care about... How does a timeline matter? When you talk about... When one talks about a subject such as this, and it drives me insane, but it also drives me to keep going and exposing. That's what it does. Just killing the hiccups, folks. Dean Machine is taking over. And I'm not even paying him. Dean Machine is the host until I'm good. Damn it. All right, Dean Machine is still the host. I hope he doesn't fucking care. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even paying him. I pay him with my viewership. That's about it. And if we were neighbors, I'd smoke him up with a fucking blunt so big that he wouldn't be able to shove it up a goat's ass. But I just need a quick break right now. Ugh. This has nothing to do with booze. I've had hiccups since I was 11. And when they come on, they come on. Damn it. All right. Drastic measures. We're gonna do a water chug and see if it kills the hiccups. Let's go. This is called life water. Some weird shit. All right, let's go. Still got hiccups. All right, we're gonna do the rest. Looking good so far. I think we got it. I'm so paranoid. I hate the hiccups so much. I'm really just making sure. I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. Nice. Okay, so now that that's over with, sorry about that, folks. Not very apropos for a live stream on YouTube, especially with y'all. Dean Machine says, "Don't drown." I did not drown. I just chugged it. Yeah, please don't inhale water. No, I'm good at that. Dean Machine says, "You made it." Yes, I did. Yes, I killed the hiccups. I like this water, I'll tell you. I don't like paying all this fancy New World Order bullshit. Life water and glacier water and Fiji water and all that shit. But this one was cheap and I got it. And I guess it's called Life Water. And it's good. It doesn't taste like tap water. That's what I can tell you. I normally just drink tap water. It's probably why I get the hiccups all the time. Or maybe it's the booze. Who knows? It's one of the two, right? I'm going to do a quick round of shoutouts and then a quick round of requests. So I know Archie doesn't really do a show that much anymore around here. I know Dean does. Dean Machine. Are you going to be live later? And if so, what time? I promise I won't whip it out on your stream, okay? I promise. I promise. I promise like 97%. Maybe Dean is going to go on. I love Dean's fucking show. He's I said this earlier. He's like me. We talk about different stuff, but we're just dudes in a garage. You know what I mean? And by the way, that's who elected the president, is dudes in a fucking garage. Or dudes in a basement, or dudes on the hunting range, or dudes in the workforce. That's who elected president, and women in those same roles. Who did not elect the president is, women in like fucking jewelry stores and men in, with pastels and bandanas serving coffee and cooking crepes for fucking guys that walk around like this, like, oh, I'm so awesome. Like, yeah, no, I hate the president. The president is terrible. We want Elizabeth Warren. That's what we want. That's what we beat. Okay? So it's very important that we all stick together, regardless of how weird I am. You got to stick with me. You got to stick with Gramps. You got to stick with Dean. You got to stick with Jujubot. You got to stick with Blackie. You got to stick with all of us. And we will win 2020 as long as we all stick together. If we fall apart, it's not gonna be a good thing. Material Girl says sexism ? I don't know what that means. Dean Machine says the extremely low frequencies are attacking you. They might be. I've suspected that for about 10 years at this point, ever since I learned about it. For those who don't know, Dean is not talking about elves as in magical Christmas creatures that don't exist. It's an acronym for ELF, Extremely Low Frequency, which is a magnetic satellite thing that they use that can do many, many things. Primarily mind control, but they can also create volcanoes to erupt. They can also create earthquakes to happen where they would normally not have. They can create tornadoes. They can steer hurricanes. If people don't think this stuff exists, don't watch my channel. This is not the place for you. Okay? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying. If you don't think... If everything I just said to you right there sounds like something you can't accept, don't watch my channel. Okay? Just go watch CNN. Go have fun. But Dean knows. And Dean's like twice my age, and he knows this shit. I can't believe that. I thought I was the smart one in the room. What the fuck? Damn it. And no, there was no sexism involved in any of this, or no racism involved in any of this. We're talking about weather manipulation and satellite abilities to do mind control. Okay? What does that have to do with whether someone has a penis or has a vagina? That's kind of like saying, that's kind of like showing up to the barbecue / rotisserie buffet where your choices are this kind of chicken, this kind of chicken, this kind of chicken, 3 kinds of steak, 4 kinds of pork, some ribs over there, and if you're lucky, you get some beans at the end. And there's the salad over there. And someone shows up at that bar, pays the money, and then goes, well, I don't like meat. Well, what are you doing? The manager would come over and say, well, what are you doing here? Well, I just think there should be more vegetables. And the manager goes, okay, I think that's great, but this is the barbecue buffet line, meat bar. So you're going to the barbecue buffet line meat bar and you're saying that it should have more vegetables. And they go, yes, that's what I want. Because I am a citizen and I have rights. And I go, okay. As the manager. This is a whole fictitious thing I'm inventing as we go, by the way. And they're talking to the manager, and the manager goes, okay, well, we have an entire produce section, and you can buy all the... I love broccoli. Myself, JB loves broccoli. You can buy all the broccoli and carrots and kale and all the stuff you want, and you can even make your own vinaigrette, because the vinegar is down aisle 2, and you just mix it with a little bit of oil. I know, shut up, racist. All you want to do is put out meat bars for only men. And I go, no. I put out the meat bar because it's popular and I sell a shit ton of meat. What's your problem? You must be a racist or a chauvinist because you like meat. No. That's not the case at all. I, as the manager of the store, put out the meat bar because it's popular and the meat tastes really good. So you can choose to buy some, or you can go buy all the vegetables and rice and all that you want. I'll probably follow you. It's still racist. It's racist, and it's... You guys are pigs and chauvinists because you eat animals. Okay, ma'am. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the meat line. You can go this way, you can go that way, or you can go out the front door. It's up to you, because you're being disruptive. I think you're being a mean person, because I believe that animals should not be eaten. Okay, that's fine. And I understand your beliefs, I respect your beliefs, and I understand, health reasons. There's all kinds of, So, like I said, over there, you can go to the vegetable aisle. There's pasta, there's rice, there's all kinds of stuff. But you're not going to come into my store. I don't own a store. This is all hypothetical, by the way. But you can't come to my barbecue meat rack that I'm proud of, that serves, for us meat eaters, ridiculously delicious, ribs and barbecue pork and rotisserie chickens and, all that kind of stuff. No, you shouldn't be able to have that, Harold, because I'm a vegetarian. And I love Hillary and Elizabeth Warren. Okay, ma'am, get the fuck out of my store. Goodbye. Thank you very much. You're a problem. I gave you 3 chances. Peace out. Later. That's what I would say to a person like that. I really, really would. I'm just telling you. I kind of went off the rails there. I didn't mean to go so far. But it is true. I deal with these people on a daily basis now, and it sucks. And it really, really sucks. It really, really sucks. I don't have a car right now. So I've gone down to, I won't say the name of the business, but, a store that has good sandwiches, and they're prepackaged, but they're good. And I've gotten dirty looks from who I know from 20 feet away is like a radical feminist. And I've gotten dirty looks because I buy a roast beef wrap. It's like, how about this, bitch? How about you go fuck yourself? Go mind your own business and don't stare at me like that because I bought red meat. You think I'm less than you? Give me a fucking break. So anyway, all I'm trying to say, and I will turn my demeanor. I will turn my demeanor. Ah, shit. Now I got more chat. Why do they think they can tell any business what to do? Because they were raised by spoiled Democrats, just as I was, and they're told that anything you don't like, society shouldn't like. So therefore, it's your right to take away revenue, obstruct, and we see this in politics as well. You see this right now happening. It's happening right now. They can't accept the views of other. If I could sum up liberals and by the way, I was raised by liberals and I was a liberal. A lot of folks don't know that. We only have 5. We dropped from 11. That kind of sucks. But we have 5 very dedicated watching right now. A lot of folks don't know that JB was a hardcore Democrat, hardcore liberal. A lot of folks don't know that. Before 9/11 happened, and then I started learning about the government, and then I went on my own path, and it took many, many years for me to figure a lot of things out. And it certainly wasn't easy. Lost a lot of friends. My family doesn't like me very much anymore because they're all hardcore Democrats. So it is what it is. But when I learned that things were very, very wrong was when I saw, and this is going to be a little bit of a left turn here, when I saw what Common Core in the public school system, when I saw what Common Core actually was, when I did about a good hour to 2 hours a day for about 2 months of research into what Common Core really is. And I'm losing all my viewers right now. So you know what? I've basically lost all my viewers. Fuck it. I'll go on later. We'll talk about Common Core. I hope some of my friends are going on. If not, I'll go on. Who cares? We'll just do my show again. It'll be hilarious. Because at least at that point, I'll be stoned on marijuana, so that'll be good. But anyway, with all that being said, for those who left, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't entertaining enough. I try to be entertaining and also truthful. I really have to balance it. I have to balance my entertainment value versus just spitting my conspiracy theories. And there's a reason people come to my show. It's certainly not for my looks, I can tell you that. They come for, and it's certainly not my voice, I can tell you that. But I think a lot of folks watch my stream because they come for the information and they come for the fact that I've been relentless for many, many years at this point, and I have kind of a reputation. My numbers do not reflect that, but that's okay. Nothing personal taken, but that being said, I need a friggin' nap. Okay? I need a nap. Maybe they left during the hiccup thing. Nah, Steve, I can see things that you can't see. I know exactly when people leave, and when I say me, I don't mean me like just me. Stream owners can see things that chatters don't see. I know what everyone's doing. And I didn't have many friends back there, which is totally fine. I'm never going to pass judgment upon someone who disagrees with me. That's not how we're going to win. Because when you have over 95% of a society agreeing with itself and with its leaders, what you end up is Nazi Germany. That's what you end up with. Steve Nichols says, have a good nap. I will. And I'll make you a moderator once I configure... Steve Nichols, I'll make you a moderator once I can figure out my phone, finally. But until then, I'd rather be lazy and watch some awesome Dean Machine after I smoke some pot. Dean, are you going on? I gotta go peel taters for dinner. Well, you usually don't go on until like 9. So you got some time. Dean, am I gonna be able to watch you? This is a yes or no question on penalty of death. Hey, Steve, I'll be back. I'm on all the time. You're friends. We're cool. My mods didn't like you at the beginning, but you're okay. I just want to figure out if fucking Dean Machine is gonna. Okay, maybe. All right. Well, if I don't find you guys at Dean Machine Live, which is an awesome show, does it just like me from his garage. He's funnier than me. He's better looking than I am. He has a couple more years experience. I think he has tractors and guns and all the cool stuff that I don't have. I have fishing rods and a jacket that's too old and smells bad. Okay, so we need to make our way to Dean if he goes. If he does not go, I'll see you guys either at Jujubot or at Blackie Fitzpatrick or at Gramps or somewhere like that. And with that final statement, I am going to leave a good, while I finish the smoke, I'm going to leave a good minute and a half for final comments, should anyone want to make them. "15 seconds in. Dean says, cool. Hell yeah. I'll support Dean Machine to the death, man. Real folks on YouTube, not this fake, not this Fugazi, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow. You know what? Fuck it. Instead of watching Dean Machine tonight, I'm going to stay and smoking weed and chilling out there and talking politics and talking shit. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to stay totally sober and watch Rachel Maddow. I think that's going to be fun. You know, I'll wrap myself in a blanket. I'll make some booze-free hot cocoa. You know, shove a corn cob up my ass or whatever Rachel Maddow viewers do. Thank you, Richard Maddow. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're at the 30-second mark. Final comments. Get them in. Get them in. Hypothetically, Dean, if you do go on, when will you go on? Do you have an approximate time window? Doesn't have to be exact. I said if, not when. No pressure. Okay, cool. That gives me time for a nap. So, if Dean decides to go on, I'll be at Dean Machine's show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those who came out to my live stream right now, I went on randomly. It was sunny out when I went on. The sun is almost down right now. To the new viewers, of which I believe there are 2 of you, I hope I did not come across as too crazy. I rant on my show. Everybody knows my show is a rant show, okay? So whatever I said, it's a rant. It's for entertainment purposes only. Let me make that clear. My show, JB, my show on YouTube is for entertainment purposes only, okay? I need everybody to understand that. Otherwise, I get crazies out there that go, oh, this unhinged guy is going to go, you know, whatever. I don't need that crap. Oh, yeah, that's severely going to fuck with Dean. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Trump rally at 7:30 out of Texas, right? Houston, I think he's in. Well, I'll just open up 2 windows, and I'll go back and forth between Dean and Trump and Dean. Blackie just joined us. Now I don't want to quit because my best friend on YouTube just fucking joined us. He always does this to me. Right when I'm going to quit, Blackie comes in, a.k.a. Alec Whittier. What's up, Alec Whittier? I got to take a piss. I'll be right back. I'll stay on. Who cares? I'll just, whatever. And it's getting cold. I'm going to have to find a new way to do this. Maybe I should get a space heater for the garage. What do you guys think? I got to piss. I'll be right back. You, my wood stove is honking heat. Cool, I'll try to watch both. That's from Steve and Dean in reverse order. I think Alec is watching us. I'll just lay down for like 38 minutes and then I'll get up for Blackie's show and the Trump rally, and I'll go back and forth between both. You know what's going to happen when Blackie and fucking when Alec Whittier and fucking Ben Arslan coming to visit me in Boston? I'm going to pick him up at the fucking airport, right? And they're going to have their bags and shit. Hopefully some guitars in the carry-on section. And I'm going to be like, Alec, nice to meet you. What's up? In person. You know, what up? Hey, Ben, how you doing? What's up? I'm going to shake their hands, and they're going to look at me, and they're going to say this in unison. They're going to go, where's the booze and the drugs and the bitches? And I'm going to be caught like a deer in headlights. That's exactly what's going to happen. I'm just telling you. Will it be on camera? Yes, it will. No, I'm just... Blackie's laughing. I'm just telling you. That's exactly what's going to happen. The hell am I going to say? I might have Asperger's syndrome or autism, but I, believe it or not, I know how to judge people, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go, okay, well, you took an overnight flight across a lot of water, and now you're in Boston, and Alec knows Boston. You do not, Ben. So I'll show you around. Here's the place. Make yourself at home. Couch there is you. Couch there is you. Plenty of pillows. We got blankets. And then the first thing we're going to do, and this is not going to be by their directive, it's going to be by mine. I'm going to go, we're going to the fucking liquor store. And I'm not going to let them buy anything. I'm going to go, Blackie, you pick out the best thing you want. Ben, you pick out the best thing you want. And then I'll pick out my stuff, which will basically just be like a 6-pack of beer or whatever. And then we'll go back to the place. And then the next day, after we friggin' talked until probably... I can only assume that if I met Blackie and Ben in person, we're probably going to be those 3 douchebags that have conversations until like 5 in the morning or something like that. Sun's coming up. Oh, maybe we should go to bed. Oh, maybe you should shut the fuck up. You know, one of those things. One of those scenarios. And then, you know, go get some brunch, and then we'll just go chill out in Boston. I think it'll be fantastic. But that's going to happen. And by the way, This is not the first time I've said this. I'm going to film as much as I can. I really am. Talk about effortless content for someone's YouTube channel. JB, Blackie Fitzpatrick, and Ben Arslan together in Boston getting omelets and fucking Bloody Marys. Are you kidding me? That's a show right there. That's all you need. Well, that's all I need anyway. I'm not very fancy with my stream. I don't know if Alex saw that. Dean followed up with, you mean Deutschbag? Ah, shit. Alec just got a new nickname. Deutschbag. That's damn funny. Yo, Dean, you're welcome here anytime. I don't know where you're at. I'm up in Boston. Anytime you want to come here, couch is open, fridge is open. I just don't, I don't do hooker. I think you're married, so hookers don't matter. But I'll have plenty of pot. I'll have plenty of wine. You can come up here. I'm dead serious about this. I don't even know your real name. I just know you as Dean Machine. I'm Jay Beliveau. I go as JB Jupiter. You're welcome here anytime, Dean. I'm serious. You could come up here tomorrow. I'd be like, yes, I have a couch for you. My roommate would be like, who's this? I'll be like, that's my friend Dean from the internet. He's going to stay here. Step. You know what I mean? Here's how I would summarize the, and I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have one more smoke, and then I promise I'm going to take a nap. And I'm not promising you guys, I'm promising me that I'm going to take a nap. Dean Machine says a big live show. Can you I mean, my audience is very low right now. It's a low volume time, and plus I also suck. So you put two and two together, and you get negative denominations. But can you imagine Dean, JB, Alec Whittier, Ben Arslan, and then I'm going to have to invite a couple chicks, so maybe we could get Joe Davis, maybe we could get Harley Girl, and maybe we could get Ellie, and so let's outnumber the guys with girls. So we can get Joe Davis, Harley Girl, Ellie, or Elle, and Elena. Let's leave it there to keep it simple. Can you imagine that? All in my apartment, right? And it's like, yeah, we're having mimosas, which is champagne and orange juice, with a little bit of vodka if you have balls, right? And it's like, yeah, we're doing a 10 a.m. show at JB's place on a Sunday morning. We're all here. Sure, some people might have to sleep head to toe or sleep on the floor. It's not the biggest place, I can tell you that. But you know, it wouldn't be sexual or anything. It would just be like, hey, I got my buddies here. Half of you have penises, half of you have vaginas. Some of you have long... I can't even do the long hair thing because Blackie's hair is probably longer than every girl that watches my fucking stream. His hair is fucking crazy. I love that shit. And I think I'm going to make it happen one way or another. I really do. I really do. And I think when we all get together, the only argument we're going to have when we go out to brunch is, or we can even cook it here. I don't care. Go to the grocery store, get some eggs, save some money, make some toast, plenty of butter. The only argument is going to be, how do you like your eggs? Everybody likes their eggs fucking different. I think we'll get along great, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And let's say I only get Blackie and Ben, and it's 3 dudes hanging out in Boston. You know what I'm going to fucking do? I'm going to be the best host